Now we're going to take a look at the OFR recommendation monitoring project. We're in the project home. I'll navigate over to the record status dashboard. We'll create a new test record so we can take a look at the form, and you'll notice that in the recommendation monitoring project, within a record, there's only one form. So this one's a lot shorter than the case info project. You'll recall that the case info project had 20 different forms. That's collecting a lot of different information across areas and specialties from OFR team members about the life of a case. So it's important to point out there's only one form here because this is about the recommendation that an OFR team may generate as a result of an individual death review. So, after a review meeting or a subcommittee meeting, depending on when an OFR team creates a recommendation from their reviews or their work together, the data manager can come in here and add that recommendation, can discuss the priority level, when the recommendation was identified, the case or cases involved. Perhaps, there's a pattern from the individual deaths and overdoses that led to this recommendation for a community. It's important to also consider the data sources that may have been involved in the recommendation, and those can be added here, as well as who from the OFR team, which specialty or represented group was involved in creating this recommendation, as well as the recommendation type. So that ranges from agency specific all the way up to population specific, systemic, research related. And then you can also add a population of interest, which agencies or members on the OFR or public health and safety team are going to be involved in its implementation. And you can also keep track of your recommendation here in REDCap. You can note the progress. It's not started yet, it's on hold. Maybe it's complete. And so every time you come into the record to update the progress on the recommendation, you can update the date here and just add notes as needed. So this form here in REDCap within the recommendation monitoring project is going to be really useful for recaps and updates at your OFR meetings about progress on recommendations. Your OFR team members are going to want to know the status of the recommendations they help to make. And it also may help during the subcommittee meetings or meetings with your governing committee about how best to implement and continue to create and work on your recommendations.